everyone. For the Module 4 discussion, I'm going to discuss my field site. It's a mental health agency that serves Medicaid clients and probably serves about 1,500 clients total. So it's a pretty large organization for the small community that I live in. The two key characteristics that I would use to describe the agency would be segregated, and I would also say it's in a mesh environment. To start with segregation, I would choose that as one of the characteristics because there is a great divide between every department within the agency. So the agency consists of an intake department, case management, billing, therapy department, and then just administrative staff. And no one tends to really go outside of their department. Everybody is very close and stuck in their niche with whoever they work with. But the information for one department will not be shared with another department unless it's going to benefit the one department to share that info about themselves. So it just seems to be a very segregated, unusually divided environment. I know when I first started, it wasn't really encouraged for you to go spend time in other departments. It's like, okay, now you're in case management, so you only spend time with case management department. And that seemed unusual to the health of a good agency. So that's the first way I would describe it. And then the enmeshed environment, I've noticed that a lot of the staff have multiple relationships in their role at the agency. So one person, for example, grew up as the babysitter of the owner's child, and now she holds a role that's pretty high up, but she doesn't have the experience and doesn't seem to be qualified to have that role. So there's a very blurry boundary between the personal relationship and the professional relationship. In this way, it's because she seems to be only able to have the role she's in due to her personal relationship, and it definitely affects everyone else at the agency to see that. There's also another set of workers that tend to spend more time comforting each other in their personal lives while at work than serving as teammates in a professional manner. So as I mentioned, it's just in a meshed environment. It seems to be a little hard to depict the boundaries between the different relationships. So that is the other characteristic for how I would describe the agency. In regards to the tribal stages, I would say that the agency is in the third stage. I would choose this because, as I mentioned earlier, unless you're going to benefit from sharing information in your department, most people aren't going to step out of their department to benefit others. It's definitely I'm going to make myself look good and do what I can to be successful in my role, but I'm not going to go out of my way to make the team a better thing as a whole. So I definitely would say that it looks like they function really well, but when you actually hear the people talk about what they're doing, they're not planning on supporting the others around them. It's mostly just what can I do to make myself look good and keep my position the way it is. So it's not a bad place to be, but I can definitely tell that with some adjustments and a change in culture, it would be a more productive agency. Thank you.